Hello, I'm Ken Malcom. I'm a 30-year law enforcement officer and a 20-year personal safety instructor for real estate agents. As we discussed earlier, in order for a real estate professional to be attacked, three elements must exist: ability, desire, and opportunity. The attacker is either an opportunist or a predator. They are both equally as dangerous as the other and possess the ability and desire to attack. You have little to no control over these two elements, but you do have some control over the third element, opportunity. The key is always looking for ways to limit the opportunities of attack. But what do you do when you find yourself in the middle of a violent attack?
Hello, I'm Captain Philip Bradford. I have over 30 years experience in law enforcement, and I'm also a law enforcement defensive tactics instructor. For over 15 years now, I have taught some of the same techniques that I teach law enforcement officers on how to survive an attack to real estate professionals just like you. Welcome to this edition of Stay Safe in 5, where we will share with you some strategies on how to stay safe 5 minutes at a time. Today, our focus is on how to react if someone attacks you from behind.
But first, we'd like to introduce you to two tools that could offer you the protection you need to defend yourself against the attacker: the Kubotan and pepper spray. Oleoresin capsicum, or OC pepper spray for short, is a tool used in law enforcement and in the private sector to protect people from attacks. So how does this work? A can of spray contains organic compounds containing the essence of chili pepper or cayenne peppers. When sprayed into an attacker's face, it causes extreme pain, tearing in the eyes and swelling in the throat. It causes choking and gagging, making it very difficult for the attacker to function. Minimal skills are needed to use pepper spray, and if you'll keep your spray on a keychain or a belt clip, it will always be accessible in the event you need it.
Not to mention, it can be easily concealed from the attacker, surprising the attacker in the event it's used on them. The second tool is a Kubotan. A Kubotan is a small stick that goes on your keychain and when used properly can cause serious pain to the attacker. The Kubotan is often used by security guards or police officers for trapping, joint locking, blocking, and extracting people. There are also tons of simple yet effective martial arts techniques where the Kubotan can be used for self-defense. We'll show you a few of these techniques during the next few videos.
Okay, Christian, this is a dangerous situation. Somehow your client has gotten behind you, put you in a rear bear hug, and has now brought you into this house. You've got to figure out a way of getting out of this hold so you can protect yourself.
Now, Christian, there's several ways we can get out of this. First, we can start off by doing what's called a hand rake, simply by using the knuckles on your hand going across the backside of his hand, forcing the attacker to release his hold. Or, if we had a Kubotan, we could take our Kubotan out and rake the back of his hand as well, forcing the attacker to release his hold. We could do what's called a Shin Rake, and that's simply by turning your toes out on whichever foot you choose to use and go up and down his shin with your shoe. You could also do what's known as a Toe Stomp, and you do that by raising your toes up and stomping down on his with the heel of your foot. All right? And our ultimate goal, Christian, is when we break free from the attacker, we want to turn and face him. And now we would begin with another series of strikes to free ourselves from this situation.
In a situation like this, you must have a series of plans in place to help you escape this type of hold. Remember, the Shin Rake, the Hand Rake, gouging of the eyes, and throat chops are all viable options.
In our next session of Stay Safe in 5, we'll learn more proven self-defense techniques to help enable you to minimize and escape an assault. We'll see you next time on Stay Safe in 5.